Hello. Before I get started, this is my nighttime recording area. This is the other desk. This was my extra desk. Put extra stuff on it, but I'm gonna need this because for some reason now, my other desk you don't get enough good light. So at nighttime I'll be at this desk if I do reviews or videos or something like that, and during the day I'll be at the other desk. So two different views. So let's finish this now. I do have to scoot up a little bit because. Alright. There we go. So let's finish this with the last 6. Hopefully I can get through this. One last part. So, number 6. SPD emergency. Okay, so. Okay, this was coming off the heels of Dino Thunder, which I thought was one of the best Power Rangers seasons ever. So when this started, I was a little more skeptical. My brother was actually more into this than I was. This came out in 2005. My brother was 4 years old. Perfect age to start watching Power Rangers. I think it was when my son started watching Power Rangers. But he got into this more than I did. But I did still watch it. And I had some of the DVDs, the Buena Vista DVDs when they were released. And I really enjoy it. Characters I think are good. Apart from Sky at first, like the first half of the season, Sky is really annoying. He's the Blue Ranger, really annoying. I should have been a Red Ranger. Why am I not a Red Ranger? My dad was Red Ranger. I should be the Red Ranger. He's entitled, is what he is. So he thinks he deserves to be Red Ranger. But then through the series, he learns his lessons, and he does eventually become Red Ranger, and he earns it. He earns it. So, yes. Pretty good season. Next, number 5. Top 5 now. Number 5. Time Force. Time Force. Yes, this was the first real, this. Before my next one was released, this was number 4. Definitely. But there's one season that's a little bit better than this. The way they do the characters in this, it's very serious. I think they start in space is really where they start getting serious, and then we got some goofiness, but Wild Force I think is where it got really goofy, and then it went back to serious, and then I guess when Disney came along, but it has a great villain, it has a great central cast, the whole Wes and Alex thing, figuring out what's going on there. They look the same, other than they play by the same actor, but yeah, and yeah, just the whole, even Eric, when he gets into this, and there is another Red Ranger, and it's like, oh, 2 Red Rangers, he's Quantum Ranger, he's cool, and the fighting, the End of Time is probably up there with the best finales, and the crossover, Time for Lightspeed, it's okay. They're in a better crossover in Wild Force, but yeah. Great season. Next, for number 3, we have number 4. Number 4 is Power Rangers Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge. Now, you may be asking, what? Why is that so high? Well, sentimental value. Sentimental value because this was the first season that I got my son into. He has a bunch of the toys, he has the Megazords, all that stuff. And so this was the season he was brought into. So that's why it kind of has a sentimental value. We started watching Power Rangers together. 2 different generations. And so, yeah. Yes, you have 10 Rangers. And that's what I like about this, is there's 10 Rangers, but they're not all there at the same time. You say, oh, because you get 10 Rangers, and there's overflow with 10 Rangers. But no. At any given time, there's only 7 Rangers around at the same time. And even when the other Rangers show up, they're split up. They're not all in one place. So it works. It really works. The characters, the acting is great. This is probably the best Nickelodeon season. I'm telling you. The best Nickelodeon Power Rangers version, I should say. Yes. Number 3. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Now, This is a big one for me. In ranking these, I almost put this number 2. But I didn't. And this has the return of Tommy. It's a legacy season as you get like calls back. There's an episode dedicated to showing the whole history of the Power Rangers up until this point. And it has one of the best, probably not the best, probably one of the best villain turned hero stories. It also has the standard second half twist where you already know, but then they reveal that Anton Mercer is Mesogog, and it's very easy to figure out. And I think that's why it's a better twist, because it's better scouted. You can see it coming. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. Not something out of nowhere, like, oh, Max a robot. What? Oh, he's their son, and Nick is their son, and his name is Bowen. What? You know? But yeah, definitely one of the greats. Number 2 is Power Rangers RPM. And I think this is the best Disney season that they did. And unfortunately, it was the last Disney season that they did. And when it comes to characters and writing and just the whole thing, and taking this, because the Sentai, the Sentai for this was a joke. It's one of the goofiest, funniest Sentais that they have. Talking cars. Yeah. And they turn this into a post-apocalyptic Power Rangers season. Applaud for that. And they did a good job with it, too. The Dome City of Corinth reveals that Dr. K, someone who's in charge of making the Power Ranger suits, is the one who unleashed the virus. Why? She had a good reason. She was trapped inside this think tank and wanted out. They wouldn't let her out. So she used the virus to get out, but she was going to stop it. But they grabbed her and wouldn't let her stop it. So it's really not all her fault. Yes, she created the virus, but little people would let her do it. There wouldn't be a problem. And, okay, so you have this, one of the things, that's one of the twists, but there's another one is that these 2 Rangers that show up, the Gold and Silver Rangers, they're revealed to be the 2 friends that Dr. K made while in the think tank, and they're supposed to be dead. Well, obviously, they're not dead. They're going to come back because they went back for the powers. So, obviously, they're going to become the Rangers. There is the reveal that Dylan and Tanaya are brother and sister, although I kind of figured it out pretty on early, that there was some kind of link between them, and that they're both half robot, which, of course, isn't that big of a deal. But, yes, this is a very good Power Rangers season. Ziggy is one of my favorite all-time characters in the Power Rangers series to date. He's great. Now, down to the nitty-gritty. Number 1. If you're paying attention, you know there's only one season that could be number 1, and that is Power Rangers in Space. Yes, sir. So, this is the best season of Power Rangers, bar none. Okay? It's got, especially when you take in fact that this started with Turbo. Turbo, who, if you remember, is the worst season according to me. Turbo. Opposite sides of the spectrum here. And you got the same cast minus Justin, replaced with Andros, who's one of the great Red Rangers. And you take these other 4 who are in silly situations in Turbo and make it very serious. Also, this season has 3 team-up episodes, more than any other season. You got teaming up with Justin, and even that episode justifies his character, makes the character better. A team up with Adam, who morphs into the Black Ranger using a broken morpher. A great episode. He helps Carlos come to the realization that he can be a Power Ranger. And the Ninja Turtles. I said it. They have an episode with the Ninja Turtles. And I think it's a good episode. It's a little wacky, but hey. This series started out very serious. So 1 episode of goofiness, there's a couple episodes actually, not going to hurt it or anything. And the villains, you have Astronomer, you have the story with Andros about his missing sister. And it turns out to be Astronomer. And then he's got a friend who's in a coma. And you have a sense that maybe he had a whole entire team. And they died and Zane was the only other one left. And so he was keeping him on life support. And he thinks he's dead. He comes back. And you got 6 Rangers. And they use them that much for some reason. And then you have Dark Honda, you have Ecliptor, Dark Spectre, who's just a reuse of the Malagor costume from Power Rangers, Turbo Power Rangers movie. But it works. And the finale where Andros has to destroy Zordon to activate this Z-Wave, as they call it, that destroys all evil within the galaxy, which is kind of sort of retconned by Power Rangers Last Galaxy, but who knows? Technically, it was in a different galaxy, but okay. But yes, we see Rita and Lord Zed turn human. We see Divatox turn human. Other bad guys are turned to dust. And it ends. This was supposed to be the final season of Power Rangers, but it wasn't. Because it did so well that they continued. And also, this was supposed to be one of the last seasons of Power Rangers. So it was Jungle Fury, but they keep going. And it hasn't stopped yet. And that's why I think this is the best season of Power Rangers. There you go. Top 10. My ranking of the Power Rangers, 3 different videos. I also wanted to announce that I'm going to start doing a new series called DVD Reviews. Which I'm going to do these that have, there's volumes of TV shows, you know. And I'm just going to review what's on there. And I'm going to start, since I'm in a little bit of a thing, with this DVD of Power Rangers The Ultimate Rangers. And I'm going to also do separate reviews for each season, which I don't even have to rewatch them. I think I know enough about to just sit there and talk about it for about 10 minutes or so. So, you know, that's how it works. So, let me know your thoughts on my ranking, all 3 videos, in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.